add value to your lives, please help me to type that in the comment section so that I can read it out and I can let everybody knows that you, by your family, by your name, Nigeria added value into your lives. Nigeria did not add value to my life, because if Nigeria was added value to my life, I would have stayed in Nigeria and work hard to make sure that we all fix the country and make it work. Thank you so much, Ayomi Kundameju. Mokia Collins, happy new month to you, my brother, and keep the hard work, and as many of the Koikimedia team. Omobalaja Abdullah, good morning. I won't be mentioning name because I have 1 hour and I need to get my charger because I need all my phones to be charged, because I am not in Nigeria where you don't have electricity for the last 63 years to operate as a country. So let's ask the question again in case you have not heard the question. Has Nigeria added value to your life? Ayomidu, Yawa Titi Crowder, good morning, Grandma. Good morning, all our beautiful ones, all the lovely brothers and sisters, all our Biafrans, all the Hausas, and many Nigerians. People just have the Stockholm syndrome. The country is no more working. Separation is the best solution. And I think I should pin this beautiful comment down. Eshegoni Yami, thanks so much for joining. Inten Losi Bishe, okay, Bekabo. Night, because people work different hours. Most of you in Nigeria are hardworking, but while you are hardworking, the money that should have been used to fix Nigeria was stolen out of Nigeria by criminals, and we are all asked to go and fix Nigeria. Are you one of those that still want to fix Nigeria? The question this morning, very, very simple. Help me to answer it. Has Nigeria added value to your life? Listen to this, I'm coming back.
gbogbo ẹni tó yìnbọn pa wọn o. Ẹ ò ní kú síbi tá a sọ yí pé wà láyé, ọmọ yìí ò ní péjú sí yín láyé. Àdùnkẹ́ lọ lóde lẹ́yìn o, ó dọ̀rọ̀ àtàdé ọmọ wọn lóṣogbo ní Yorùbá àti tẹ́wọ́ gbẹ́ ìjà. Àbábà táyé lọ, ẹgbẹ́ kó lóye mọ́yà sọ́lá ni. Ọmọ wọn nígbò ọmọ rẹ̀ ń nílé ọmọ alágbàdo ṣe gbọ́dọ̀rọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀. Èmi ò lè ní ọmọdókùn bá ọmọdókùn tó ohun tó bá jẹ ládùúgbò ọ̀run yẹn mọ̀ báwọn jẹ. Gbogbo ẹni tó lọ́wọ́ nínú òkú yóò. Ọmọ mẹ́wàá tí wọ́n bá bí ikú apá méjì yákẹ́ ẹ̀jọ ni. Àrùn yọ pa méjì yọ kẹfà. Méjì ọlọ sódò wò ní dájú wálé mọ́. Wèrè dùn wọ́n kò ṣe bí lọ́mọ. Ọmọ náà ká ní sẹ́kù pa ọ̀gá o, ọmọ náà èrè ní sẹ́kù péré. Ọmọ wọn náà ló sẹ́kù pa wá o. Nítorí àdóga àjà bàbá àbátáyọ̀ kúkú báyìí jàjà tẹnu. Tẹ̀sí pa wọ́n ọmọ ilé lọ́jọ́ yọ̀sí. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ńlá tó gbòmí lójú mi ni ó sì bá mi lọ́kàn jẹ́ gbogbo ìgbà tí mo bá rántí. Ẹ̀pà wọn kan, ẹ̀túgbòkùn wọn náà lọ. Ṣé lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí àwọn àǹfààníṣùn ká máa jí sáyà kí ni wọ́n ṣe? Kí ni wọ́n ṣe nígbà tó lórí pé Fúlàní jẹ́ àbáwá lókun ni wọ́n kú lé lórí? Ó ń gbomi lójú mi, ó sì bá mi lọ́gà jẹ́ gbogbo ìgbà tí mo bá rántí. Àdìsálé àbọ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ elédò ọ̀rẹ́ ọba torí fún ọyọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn. Ikú tí ọba pa ni bàbá sì ní fìgbà ṣe fọ́pẹ́ lóye elédò ọ̀rẹ́ ọba àdìsámúkọ́ dúpẹ́. Ọmọ aládì ikú. Ikú tó yẹ ọba o, ọmọ ti fọ́ ọ́rù, ọmọ ti lọ. Àrùn tó yẹ kó ṣe ọ́ o, ó ti fọ́ ọ́rù, ọmọ ti lọ. July mọ́lá ọjọ́ ọmọdé gbàgbé ló jẹ́. Ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ ti ọ̀pọ̀ ìyàwó ti ọ̀pọ̀ ìdílé pátápátá. Eré la pè é, àwàdà la kọ́ bá kún. Ọmọ tí ló ń kọdún mẹ́ta mọ́jà sọ́lá ó ti lè padà wálé mọ́. Ẹ ò bẹ̀ wọ́n láwọn ẹbẹ̀ ìdájọ́ o, gbogbo àfihàn ẹni. Ìdájọ́ lọ́wọ́ bá mi fẹ́ dé tán. Bọ́ba mi mọ̀ lágbára rẹ̀ lórí alágídí wọn lórí. Gbogbo èèyàn dájú olórí ẹ̀ka wọn pẹ̀yàn ọjọ́ ẹ̀san dé tán. Ẹ̀dẹ́kun àṣẹ tán ẹ̀sìn ìbàjẹ́ àwọn lérí tẹ́ ẹ ṣe gbogbo. Olórí wo la fẹ́ gbàgbọ́ mọ́ lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí kò sí mọ́? Ẹni mímọ́ ti tán o, ẹni èṣù ló pọ̀ lápọ̀jù nínú wọn tí wọ́n kówó wá jẹ. Alájí Màtárí ó dín gbére. Bọ́mọ̀ mọ̀dàrí lọ́pọ̀ ìpàdé lójú àlà ò lè rí ní mọ́. Àdùnkẹ́ ojú dígbẹ́ ní bá ń gbé yín. Ó ti dìde yẹn bá ń gbé yẹn. Àmọ̀ràn ti yín gbére, àmọ̀ràn ti yín gbà gbogbo ni. Àdùnkẹ́ ń dákúnjẹ́ wá ní ọdẹ́lé. Ọmọ wọn lóṣù gbogbo di gbére. Ọmọ wọn nílé ọba tí tẹ́wọ́ gbẹ̀jà ó di gbére. Ọmọ òròkè àsálà ó di gbére o. Ọmọ oníyùn lábẹ́bẹ̀ ó di gbére. Ọmọ ẹ̀gà sunsun ní ará ìyá ó di gbére o. Òṣogbo nílé ọba tí tẹ́wọ́ gbẹ̀jà. Gbogbo Òṣogbo pátá ni wọ́n kù lọ́rọ̀ ẹni rè. iwájú tó dojú kọ kó mọ̀mọ́ sóko ẹ̀yìn tó fi sílẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ mọ́ láyé. àfa bàtáì ọmọ wọn nígbò ó bára ìdílé ọmọ alágbà lóde. mùsùlùmí olóòótọ́ oníwìrì yóò dodo. irun wákàtí márùn rẹ̀ kì í já létí. ó ti gbére ọmọ wọn nígbò ọmọ rẹ̀ nílé ọmọ alágbà lóde nílé ọmọ àtàfẹ́tẹ́ wọn nú omi. ọmọ jẹjẹrẹ wo ló ṣàyà. ìṣàyà ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ bàbá wa níbàrà ní omi kò ní nǹkan sí wa lẹ́nu. Ìgbòho ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta ní Ìgbòho ọ̀kan ṣe wá dàbọ̀ kan ní ká.
Let's leave it that way because of my time. I only have just about another 50 minutes or so. Many of us that are very still in the hope, Eshegoni and Itiati Darakumawa, Atenitoma, join us later, Atentoma Tunwo. This is still live, 5:41 a.m. from London, where this transmission is coming from. We were given the false information that we have a country. But what we were not told is that what value is it going to add into our lives? Because everybody wants something to be added into their lives. To bá fẹ́ ìyàwó, kódà, even if it's not going to work, you expected it to add value to your lives from both sides. To bá ní girlfriend, you expect your girlfriend to add value. To bá ní boyfriend, when you go to university, ó lọ kọ́ṣẹ́. So, what was the value that we wanted Nigeria to add to our life? And do you still believe that it can still add that value into your life? Because I, as a person, did not see the value. The air in the Mobitawa. I've been here, depend on where you have been. But thank you so much for joining us. Good morning. What value? Let's first go to the dictionary and find the meaning of value. V-A-L-E, Victor, Alpha, Lima, Uniform, Echo. Let's first find the full English dictionary.
Value.
What value did you believe that, or were you told as you were growing up in Nigeria? What was the value? Because the word value means a lot. If your economy is buoyant, the country is working, there's less insecurity. So what was the value that we were told as we were all growing up in Nigeria? What was the value? Good morning, Majid Ibrahim. Nigeria make me poor more and more, so let us exit now. Mrs. Titi Crowder, how do people go and fix a country where looters are continuously active? That doesn't make sense. And when you talk like that, it reminds me of this woman that many of you did not see her face for a very long time. Deizani Alison Madueke. She was very powerful in Nigeria. She was meant to add value into our lives. Your representative are meant to add value into your lives. Deizani was only 3. She was born in 1960. So she's part of the independent Gen Z, just like you are now Gen Z. They were the Gen Z of the time. They were read, Do you know that the money that was still coming out of Nigeria probably was part of what her parent built on? Because she was well read. Why some of you are struggling to even add value of your naira, the currency, to be converted to send you to university abroad today? Rather, the value of the naira continued to decline. But the Izani had the privilege to study up to University of Cambridge, and likewise, she was a very powerful figure in Nigeria. But we now know that this 63 years old woman did not have any value even into our local government. Rather, she was stealing the resources, the wealth that could have had value on our roads, on our power supply, on industry, on many things that could have helped us. And after she took away the value from us, she ran into UK and sit down in one of these magnificent buildings that you Nigerians that live in UK will never live in. And I am not making this up. Ilé tí Dezani Alison Madueke ń gbé ní UK pẹ̀lú màmá ẹ̀, most of us will not be able to live inside. Because she was able to take the value from Nigeria and added it to the UK economy by bringing the wealth, the stolen wealth. Good morning, my brother, Triple DRS. The stolen wealth that she took, she just dumped it here in UK, and she was living there while everybody was looking for her. But something triggered, but I'm going to come back to her because I'm going to read from Bloomberg. She was born as the Gen Z of 1960, but rather she did not have one single value into anybody's life. So I'm asking this morning the question, what value, what kini àǹfààní tí Nàìjíríà ti ṣe fún ọ àti mọ̀lẹ́bí rẹ? What value has Nigeria added into your life? What value? Or should I say what values? No, I'll leave it at what value. If you think Nigeria added value into your life and your family and your friends, your colleagues, as a Muslim, what value did Nigeria add to your life? As a Christian, what value has Nigeria added to your life? As a traditionalist, what value has Nigeria added to your life? Waris Jinaldo Babamini, kudos to the Kenya Gen Z generation because there is no value that Ruto added to their lives. We were told to go and help Nigeria. The meaning of value, the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, worthy, or usefulness of something. Support APC. What value have they added to your life? You supported PDP for 16 years. They were criminals. Now, the wife of the former president, Mama Pishen, that you love, she was making you laugh. She was the most funniest, the most, she was the most honest. She had the feelings of Nigerians at heart. But her husband refused to dissolve Nigeria after 2014. They wanted to come back. She would not have said what she said in the podium in about a few days ago when she was saying that she doesn't want to go back to Aso Rock. But she did not tell us that she was not going to go back when her husband was campaigning against Buhari, that Tinubu, yes, your Tinubu, brought Buhari to take out Jonathan. Then, Mama Pishen did not know that Nigeria, Aso Rock, was not meant for her, because she was gaining the value of Nigeria Asoro, while you were laughing that she was very funny woman. She had the heart of Nigerians. Only Mioko and woman Nigerians. But now that she lost out and her husband of becoming the president in 2015, remember that Jonathan was with Yaradua until Yaradua died in Nigeria, in Germany, because he added no value to Nigeria economy on the medical ground. They couldn't fix any hospital, so Yaradua ran out of Germany to Germany, just like Tinubu is running to France. So they have never added any value from the healthcare sector. They're not born Rishi Sunak well for him to go and take medical treatment in Germany. We will know what to do with him. And we are going to know what to do with him, because I will decide on Thursday, even though, go back upstairs, go to your mom's room. It's not your time to wake up. Upstairs, your mom's room. Eh? What? No, you can't stay here. You still have 40 minutes. Go upstairs, your mom is in the upstairs. And stop disturbing. I'm in the program now. Go upstairs, go and stay with your mom. Good boy. Bele. My being rubbish man are here. They're adding value to my environment so that I do not have cholera. Cholera is now killing you all in Lagos State. Smelly, smelly Lagos. The Lagos that Tinubu fix. Smelly, smelly. Smelly, smelly Lagos. I don't blame the Igbos for that, okay? You all blame yourself for throwing rubbish in the bin and in the street, and cholera all over the place with your tiger nut. Now cholera don't enter Kirikiri. They kill as many of you and innocent people that are there, because don't presume anybody guilty until the court of law find them guilty. So most of the people in Kirikiri, not all of them are criminals, okay? Just like Boo Boo, after 1 year, Buhari has not returned back to UK for medical treatment. But he told us that he has been coming to UK, so why are we worried about him? He has been coming to UK ever since he took Nigeria into a ditch after the military coup. Criminals, all of them. Buhari was trained in Sandhurst in London, in United Kingdom. But you are expecting Nigeria to add value to your life. That is the topic this morning at 28 minutes past the hour in the program. What value has Nigeria added into our lives that we are told to go by the African Union to go and fix Nigeria? We were told by the ECOWAS, and most importantly, the Western agenda. The same Westerners that took part of Africa as their own country in 1884 at the Berlin Conference. They are now telling us, no. Just go and add value to Nigeria, the beautiful continent. Why Shell was stealing so much oil and destroy the whole of Niger Delta. But since some of the Niger Deltas are also chopping some small, not all of them, just like many other states in Nigeria, everybody was just stealing whatever they can steal, and they become billionaires, and you ask them, what is the source of the money? No, I am just adding value back by being a philanthropist. What value has Nigeria added, or is Nigeria adding to your lives as Nigerians? Oh, is it your passport? Oh, so your Nigerian passport is adding value to your life. Oh, no, I was born in Nigeria. You shut up. Stop talking about Nigeria like that. What value has it added to your life? And what is the meaning of the word
value?
The principles of standard of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. So what is important in life to you today? The word Nigeria. That entity that a motorcycle criminal terrorist, the Fulanis, were riding over somebody, but since the policeman that was also a criminal but not in uniform was doing some invaluable things to you, everybody just looked away and said, you know what, just kill him. That is the society that we find ourselves. Oh, you forgot about the recent bomb blast in Borno State. Have we not been telling you that you were going to be killed one at a time? Did Malafia not warn you? But because you thought that you still have a value in President Tinubu, Tinubu himself that doesn't have any value for you. What value? Kí láǹfààní tí Nàìjíríà ń ṣe fún yín? Well, some of you are making money through crime, so you don't care. Some of you are abroad, you're making pounds, dollars, so you don't care. But what about the 30 million Yoruba people that doesn't have any value today? The world
value.
How do we quantify the value of Nigeria in our life? Because we were born inside Nigeria, that we were told that Mungo Park, somewhere from Europe, all of a sudden, those of us in the continent known in that part of the world did not know that there was River Niger. So Mungo Park was doing exploration. While some of you were enjoying Portugal yesterday, do you know that Portugal was part of those that also created mess during the exploration? But you will not know because you are so much in love with Ronaldo. Some of you were even crying for him yesterday. Do you know the damage that Portuguese did on our lives? Sometimes now I realize that some of those things is not worth even dying for. Some of those things are not worth dying for. Aboromoye, you love Ronaldo as he's playing bad. But do you know that during the 15th century, they were part of the danger and damage on our lives? They are forefathers. Today, you cannot even get a visa to Portugal. So let's move swiftly. People also ask, what is the definition of value? Value has to do with how much something is worth, either in terms of cash or importance. If Nigeria was valued to us, it will give us the cash. It will give us the security. It will give us the cash. It will give us the security, the education. Grandma Titi Crowder went further. What value? None so far. Under the limiting your hope and ambition in life. Limiting, that means, oh, I want to be a doctor, but you end up spend 8 years at the university to even start with. By the time you come out, you end up running a POS machine, if not Okada. It has limited everyone's effort. But that your value will switch strictly if you get out of Nigeria into another man's country. And they will now say, hey, that Nigerian is an MP in UK. She's doing very well. Go and look at her. Go and look at him. But the same Nigerian would not have been given that opportunity in Nigeria because the value is not there for her or him. So why not let us disintegrate so that we can have value of our identity, our culture, who we are. And there will not be limitation to whatever you plan to do. Because right now, there are so much limitation to your life in Nigeria. Nigeria has held your limitation, so you don't have any value as a citizen. Did you see the picture or the video of my farm that I visited yesterday in a rural village? How many people have watched it? Go and watch it. And if you have not seen it, you're just one of those that pass by that doesn't really concern to watch my videos. I was there without being worried that a Fulani terrorist is making his way with their cows. Hectares and hectares of land was used to plant whatever they are planting there. I don't know whatever it was for. A rural village. That was a village I visited yesterday. Rural village. I met a woman alone walking with her dog, 2 dogs, one big one, one small one. I told her I was from London. She said my daughter lived in Catford. So àwọn èèyàn á move kúrò nínú village lóòótọ́ wá lọ sí city, but don't think that the village is the village like your own village in Nigeria today. That village had a motorable road. That village had security, that the woman was walking alone on herself. When she saw me, she was not even scared. And as usual, when you go to those kind of areas, and because, the way Tawatu look like, but when she realized that this was an intelligent man to engage with, she stood and we engaged. She had 2 daughters. They're too lonely. One of her daughters still lives in the village about 5 minutes away from her, but one of the daughters lives in London, in Catford. She even told me that she lived in non-ed. I want to one in Southeast Mobiti Monsoy. Is that the same thing with our mothers, our fathers in the village? Have we not said that be village Lotin Pawon, our one in the city? Because we don't see the value of their lives. Their life doesn't have any value to us. So if people get killed in the village and the rural area, as long as we in the city are secured, there's no problem. Selfish people thinking about themselves. Koiki, because Nigeria, they were okay. They didn't go to their village. They were all staying in Lagos State when they go on holiday. And when they are going to their village, they go very, very discreetly. Do you know how people get into their village discreetly? Because they are worried. Because they didn't gain any value from Nigeria, and we have all now become, they are the predictor, about the predictor. Our dollar law, our predictor on Drode Walono. So there's no more value in the society. The society took away our value, and that is why we are all burning out on a daily basis. You all look very older than your age. But the politicians are telling us that we should love Nigeria because it has value. There is still future for it. Value has something. What value has to do with how much something is worth. How much is Nigeria worth to you that you think that we should allow it to run again for the next 60 years? Oh, because America is telling us that Nigeria has value. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. I forgot that Japan just told us that everything will be fine in Nigeria. Do you know that yesterday I told you about, I read the paper all the time. I can't buy the one that is not free because I don't have enough money. The little time for me, I'm using it to manage myself and my team is not enough. But I do make sure that I pick the free one that the UK government says is free. But this paper is not free because people are paying for it through advert. That is what makes myself different from them. They have so much money that they can print this on a daily basis, Monday to Friday. Copies of this in their millions. It's not just in London. Somebody in Manchester is getting these. Somebody in Milton Keynes. Have you asked yourself, Koiki, but what of him printed? But when I come here and say donate money to us now, it's like, oh, why should I donate money to Koikimedia? For those of you that are doing it, and you've never looked back to say, Koiki, no, we're not going to support you. We would even continue to add value to your media. Do you see that now? Because if we add value to your media, you will continue the work you're doing and add value so that Nigeria will break. Not with weapon, but with your education. Because we can do more if we have more. Monica Mommy cannot share eye test because I wanted to add value to his life. I don't want to be that selfish guy. To joke or sorry screen. To be glasses so you. I only wear these when I'm live. I don't put it on when I'm in the house. I am not blind, but I am protecting my eyes because I need it. It has value for me. And it's not a disease, but in Nigeria, you are completely devalued. So I asked him to go and do an eye test. And yesterday he sent me a message. We've been on it since last week after he complained about his eyes. And there was a holiday, the optician didn't open. But yesterday, we were able to resolve it. Do you know how much it's going to cost? It's not a lot. It's just 1 month's salary of somebody in Nigeria. The whole package is about 35,000 naira. I've added value to his eyesight because I need him for the work he's doing for me. And if I don't want him to go color blinded, not now, but òun fúnra rẹ̀ tí ń feeling kankan pé ọ̀gá ojú mi ti bá wà lórí screen, and I knew straight away it is time for him to mo ní kó lọ máa gbó. Is that not what they tell you to do? Instead of you to go to the hospital and get checked, you just want to walk into the church and let them pray. The church have now been telling you, I am always on that program as the pastor continues to call all kind of different beautiful names of disease running on our bodies. Yes, what God cannot do does not exist. But first go to the hospital, let them check it out. Then we can pray for it. But you can't go because you don't have the money. So Nigeria took away our value system while during the military era, they were enjoying. Nobody could question them. I've just been updated that by my mother. She's firing this morning. That is the way it is in our system because we are angry, we are upset people. So my mother again, our grandmother says, late Ajimobi, you know him, he don't die now, he don't buy. He thought he was not going anywhere. That is the way they think. I saw Wicked dancing yesterday and Dele Momodu, that man, Egboye, he showed Wicked 4 video. 3, Wicked was dancing, using you all to dance. That is not where I'm going. Dele Momodu, he wanted everybody to know that that jeans jacket that Wiki was wearing cost 2,000 euro. At the end of the last slide of the page of what he posted, first slide, the last slide, go and look at his Dele Momodu page. Just go on Instagram. So Dele Momodu just wanted Nigerians to know that that jeans jacket had value for Wiki. So 2,000 euro. Good morning, everyone. Late Ajimobi telling retirees, Alaye gone, that they should go and find wherever they can. People that worked hard. Dele Momodu is chop for chop, the presidential aspirant. You know that is another name you add on your, that's what they want me to go and do as well. Koiki, go and contest now. At least after you failed, they don't vote for you. You use that as part of your, the former presidential, Moke Mole Yoruba, and happy birthday once again. That is not where I'm going this morning. But remember that this paper comes out every day. Advert runs into it in millions of pounds on a yearly basis for them to print it out. So Mubenyi, no matter how small, support us. And I don't say just me alone, support the YSDM. I am happy. You have a concern message in OLAYOMI KOIKI. Send account number. She put in a contribution, 29,000, I can tell you, naira she sent. I want you to send a 10 naira. And she gave me as well some, something, a naira. I can assure you that naira, ó ti níbi tí mo fi split ẹ̀ sí láàárọ̀ yìí. Don't send message to me that Koiki mo broke, mo low, mo need owó. Look, I have 25 teams that I'm looking after in Nigeria. And I don't make this up, okay? They are 25. Then I'm also a family man. I have 2 family that I'm looking after in Nigeria. And I do the little I can do. Moki Bubayara Oke Ogun. And I'm going to speak to the coordinator. I saw the video from our one of our media in that end pavilion. They came out, even though people wanted us to go and do rally on the street of Ibadan yesterday for Igbo, but they did the little they can do within Okeogun area. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín. Mo kò jókòó báyìí mo wo program ẹ̀ lánàá pé olú ẹ̀ ní owó gidi lọ́wọ́. Àwọn ilé ìgangan lẹ́yìn kíyàn fún ní nǹkan kọ́ máa gbáradì. Ọlọ́run kó wa yọ. Mo kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sí. A sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa value. So yesterday, when I pick the paper, the first thing I go to is I go to Today in History. And I'll go and read what is happening in today's history. So yesterday, Ibn Mutiri, yesterday in history, 1st of July 1916, the first day of the Battle of the Somme in the World War I. In 24 hours, there were 60,000 British casualties. I've explained that to you yesterday. I am not going, every day there's different program. So I am not going to die myself and burn my energy into that. If you want to know what I talked about this yesterday, a our program is 2 hours. Tebandano, Tebawa in the motor, Tebawa in the bathroom, I call it Twitter on. You can listen to it within 2 hours. But there was also something that I saw that I might do further discussion on it later on this week. And that is also yesterday, 1st of July 1997. I'm just playing back to the history now. Hong Kong, that famous Hong Kong. Oh, but is another, but my mom was traveling that route in the 80s. Hong Kong, Mom see me not be Bishop, but she was going back to back, because they had a very good business she was doing there. Hong Kong was handed back to China. Eba mi gbesi ohun níbi tó lúkálùkù yẹn wà. Èmi náà ti fi nǹkan kan sẹ́nu láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà abẹ́ gbogbo ìtòlúkálùkù wa bá ń sìn pé kó má pẹ́ mọ́ kí a gba ilẹ̀ wa padà kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà àtàwọn tó jámúnisìn tó dìmú. Just as Hong Kong was handed back to China, ending more than 150 years of British control. Most of anything is okay, kò lè bọ́ sí. In 1997, I'm going to expand on this as a program. I have the strength. I've not done any research on it, but we will do it along the line, even if I have to start. In 1997, I got to this country in 1998. Ó máa pé 25 years tí mo ti wà ní UK. But ní a year before kébi tó gbéra Nàìjíríà, wọ́n hand over Hong Kong from China after 150 years. So wọ́n sọ fún wa nísìn pé wọ́n ní hand over lẹ̀ Yorùbá fún wa. Mo bẹ̀ ní ti gbogbo ìtòlúkálùkù wa ń sìn. Mùsùlùmí nìyẹn ni bá a máa sọ pé inshallah, inshallah. Christian nìyẹn ni máa sọ pé Koiki ohun tó fi gbé síta láàárọ̀ ẹ̀, what God cannot do does not exist. Oníṣẹ̀ṣe nìyẹn ni máa sọ pé àwọn rúmọlẹ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá bá wa fi òǹtẹ̀ sí pé àṣẹ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá will be handed over back to us. Tí kò ní pẹ́ mọ́, tí kò ní jìnnà mọ́. Remember, yesterday, British held on to Hong Kong as if it's their own. What the Hong Kong after so much effort back to back between them and China. They finally handed over. Kí ló ń pè ní handed over? Wọ́n ní ẹgbà ẹ̀yin lẹ́ni lóyún. Bó ṣe máa gbélẹ̀ Yorùbá padà fún wa nìyẹn, tí kò ní mú ìtàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀ wá. Tó bá máa mú wá sílẹ̀ kò ní pọ̀ púpọ̀. Mo kí ẹ brọ́dà mi Yẹmi Fátókè, Rahim Abbas, mo kí Adékúnlé Ògúns, Ozimade Taiwo, àtọbìnrin àtọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà, àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ believe àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ disagree. Bó ṣe máa hand over fún wa ni. Tó bá máa dìjà gan kò ní pọ̀ púpọ̀. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí ìtàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀ yẹn kó pọ̀ ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ. Because I am not gonna sit here and tell you that kò ní sí ìtàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀. I am being honest now. That is my own personal. A lè bẹ Ọlọ́run kó má wáyé, but àwọn tá à ń bá deal, they are criminals. They are not interested in how many blood is spilled. We saw in Borno how terrorists, 4 of them, ìkan gbé ọmọ dání, strapped the bomb and it exploded and killed many people. A ṣì wà lórí value, because this program ends at exactly 6:30, so I have just 14 more minutes. We're talking about the value. Kí ni value tí Nigeria ṣe fún ẹ? But you first need to understand the meaning of value. Jamo 419, okay, brother me, Tony Ages, ẹ ṣé gan-an, ẹ kú tọ́jú. One of my ẹ̀gbọ́n kan, a ní Koiki, má bínú pó kéré, mo ní ẹ mọ̀ pé 3,000 ten send yẹn, ó ń cover cost nǹkankan ní Nigeria fáwọn tí mo nílé, as small as the 3,000 is. Mr. Tọ́pẹ́ mo kí yín, ó lè jẹ́ pé obìnrin náà ni mo kí yín. Ẹ ṣé gan-an ni grandma Titi Crowder, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ tẹ́ mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà tẹ́yìn rò pé nígbà tẹ́ bímọ sínú Nàìjíríà dáàbò bo gbogbo wa. À ń lọ sí UCH, tọmọ bá sunkún wá bá wa tọ́jú ẹ̀, à lọ ṣiṣẹ́ wá san salary fún wa. Nàìjíríà ni mo ti mọ̀ pé èèyàn máa ṣiṣẹ́ tó máa san half salary. Èkó kò ní value, kò ní value system kankan, kò ní value system kankan. Mr. Olajide Olabode mo kí yín. And let me quickly shout out to Mr. Kende Adeyemi, ìyá mi Taiwo Kíkẹ́ Fásánmi Ẹ̀kárọ̀, Gani Olóyèdè, good morning. Ayomi Kun says the villagers in America are the top 3 richest class, but the Nigerian villagers are the poorest. Udus Odewale, what happened in Kenya will still happen in this country. I'm asking the question. Egbowole share button. Church náà máa ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, so ẹ máa sọ pé àwa náà ń sọ. Church náà máa tó bá ṣàdúrà débi kan, wọ́n ní share the link, because wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ẹlòmíì náà jàǹfààní àdúrà yẹn, kó má jẹ́ pé wọ́n nìkan kò lè wá give testimony. Èmi náà wà lábẹ́ program yẹn, mo kàn ní comment ni, èmi náà ń fẹ́ mi bá lọ, torí kò síbi tí àdúrà ò ti ń gbà. Èmi ò jókòó pa fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation ká ń fẹnu ṣe, àtúnfàdúrà ṣe, and so many other things that doesn't need to come on the social media. Ìtí wọn náà bá mọ̀, add the value system to it. Ìyá mi Titi Crowder, Gramani, in those days under the ministry parasols, you will get first pay and second pay. Àwọn tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ ní wíìkì nísìn, àwọn tó ṣiṣẹ́ ní last week, wọ́n guarantee pé by Friday paycheck ẹlòmíì máa wọlé, ẹlòmíì òru Thursday. Every job in UK has different time that they get paid. Some are monthly, some are 2 weeks. Imagine you've worked, you've added your value. Ó ń bá wọn nu lẹ́ńbẹ̀ ni, ó ń fọbọ́. Ìwọ tó dé tó ṣe ń fọbọ́, àwa náà ti fọ́ rí. You are just adding value to that organization, and they will also add value back to you in a monetary way by giving you cash, which is your wages. And sometimes there are some benefits at work. You eat lunch, you eat dinner, hotel. You had opportunity to eat in the hotel, so you are saving money by not going out and buy lunch. Some of you had access to your gym. Some of you are giving some medical care with your family, what value is Nigeria or has Nigeria added to your lives? Regardless of your faith, regardless of your belief system. And do you think that we should continue to protect a country that is not adding value to us? Muki olori ebi wa walata. Value has to do with how much something is worth. Do we worth anything to Nigeria? Are we, are we worth anything to Nigeria as a country? What do we worth to Nigeria that he has done this damage to us? That it actually stripped us naked. Nigeria de shibubu bonisha. Where are you from, Nigeria? Otu today, Ghana de yemi good morning. Hey, otu today, Nigeria. Emma shobo shinrin yen o. Ẹ má fi kámẹ́rà kúrò lórí ẹ o. Ṣé Nàìjíríà ló pé rẹ̀? Ẹ monitor dáadáa. Ẹ monitor, especially ìlú tó bá gbọ́ èdè tó ń sọ. Wọ́n monitor ẹ lọ nìyẹn. You know why? Because Nigeria took away our value. But people like Dizani, according to the report coming from Bloomberg, dated August 22, 2023 at exactly 2:35 p.m. GMT +1. The headline goes like this: United Kingdom, UK, and when they say United Kingdom, it is country of 3, if not 4. England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. Illumeri, operating under one entity called UK. But in Nigeria, oh no, just value Nigeria. Like when we triple the RS name, we don't. We don't. Anything the country, some idiot are saying animals worth something as humans. Do we have value in Nigeria? I want your comment. Do we have value? And what value have we gained out of Nigeria? Okay, we've gained money. But Koiki, when they say when the born person inside Nigeria is so smart. No, we are Yoruba people. We are, it's in our DNA. That is not Nigeria that added value to us. But somebody that I'm using as my iMark this morning, she was adding value to other people, and they were adding value to her as well. And if we talk from the perspective of Nigeria, she knew that even if she was in Nigeria, they were not going to do anything, but she still ran out of Nigeria. Until Dele Momodu told us she had a cancer. She was dying. Nobody saw her after that anymore. But the UK National Crime Agency, boom, knew where she was. We didn't know where Dizani was in UK. We know she was in UK, adding value to UK after stealing so much money from Nigeria. But we didn't know where. But the intelligence knew where she was. And they were looking at her with telescope. And after they've gathered all their, and I'm talking from the perspective of the NCAA. If I wanted to be using the Nigeria one, I know what to say. But I'm just trying to use the one because the Nigerian one, people can say, Koiki, what part of money? She never bought the bra. The diamond bra that they say Dizani buy. And you're letting you don't know. I'm on the back of okay. Mr. Delay. Do you know that Dizani, from what we heard, and this is from Dr. Kemi Olulo, I'm not joking with that woman, hate her or like her, she's good at what she does. £5 million was stolen from Dizani's house in Nigeria. £5 million sterling. That should have been part of the value added into the society. But no. It's all about themselves. Ikoyi Gate money, where is it now? Abacha money that was returned back to Nigeria. That they even told Nigeria that this money, as we they give on Abaco, make sure say e go add value to the life of Nigeria. Oh, I forgot that Tinubu just got $2.5 billion from the World Bank, but I said I will give Tinubu up to next year. God spare our lives. So this time next year, I'll be asking Tinubu, your president, what value has the $2.5 billion to the mekunu? Because that money is meant to be for the poor. Don't say you hear that on this show. The money, the current loan that Tinubu got from the World Bank, approved already. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, okay, now you know. That money is meant to be for you. Ẹ̀yin mẹ̀kúnnù. Torí ẹ̀yin mẹ̀kúnnù tán ní ìyà ń jẹ. Lọ ṣe fún lówó yẹn. But ẹ mọ̀ kó máa take time to spread the money across all the 774 local government. We need about so much for the 191 local government in Yoruba land. So you that you are hungry, just keep that hunger till next year. By this time next year, Tinubu will have solved your problem. It will have added value to your lives. Is that not the reason why you voted for him? So don't complain yet now. He has only done 1 year. Just give him more time. Don't worry. Don't worry about 8 years of APC. Tinubu is a special human being. He fixed Lagos. He's a Jagaban. He knows the game. So it's going to add value to your life. You will have good jobs. You will have good economy. You will have good security. Yawa Titi Crowder came further to say, I came to UK last Christmas and left after New Year at Heathrow Airport. I have seen the comment and I'm just trying to I want to expand it bigger. At Heathrow Airport, one of the busiest airports, not in the world, but at least it is busier than Muritala Mohammed Airport. That's Smelly Airport. I'm told it's been upgraded. Koikimedia now are not in a new airport. Even I saw that they were doing a wedding at the airport. Mad people all over the place. The grandmother was leaving back after a Christmas holiday, and she was profiled by the Asian immigration officer there. If you're coming to UK, avoid that people. I'm not going to mention the name anymore. Avoid one. If you're coming to the UK for the first, even not the first time, very loyal and honest woman. Avoid them. Bàbá mi sùnùdù wọ́n ní Koiki mo fún ẹ ní owó kò ń ṣe pé torí kò bá ka comment mi mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ ni. If you want to be one of our followers and support us, tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ nípa kó send owó sórí orí WhatsApp or lórí YouTube ẹ pè wá lẹ́yìn kẹ́ fún wa lówó yẹn. Grandma ní àwọn náà gbà sí fún torí pé grandma jẹ́ tó dúró dáadáa ni tó bá lọ dúró dáadáa pé first timer only lọ. Where are you coming from? Nigeria. Have you got enough money? Are you a student? How much did you pay? A máa bí àwọn question tó yẹ pé wàá máa tọ̀ sára. Èmi náà bọ́ ṣe bí mi tí mo dáhùn nìyẹn o ní 1998. Gbogbo tó bí mi ìtọ́ni kí n sọ no sí mo sọ yes. Wọ́n ní Abacha return loot has been relooted by Boko Haram. That's the value system of Nigeria. But because of my time is very, very constrained this morning. Triple DRS ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni brother mi o. They are doing as if the country belongs to the àwọn Asian. There are some of them that are great and good. Ọmọ àwọn lọ́nà Heathrow tó pọ̀ ju gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ń gbé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń gbé ní Peckham yẹn ọ̀nà Heathrow làwọn ń gbé. And àwọn dẹ̀ smart. Àwọn tètè ṣígbà táwa tẹ̀ ń wáwé lólú ẹ̀ máa penetrate in system. Ọmọ ìpè tó bá níwèé oníwọ̀nba nǹkan tó lè ṣe. That is the reason why we gotta fix and take back our country. I am not sitting here to tell you not to come to UK, but don't ask me how you get here. I am not interested. Because of my time, I'm really, really pressed with time already. And we've done 1 hour. We can't finish a program in a day. That's what we are doing. It's a lecture. Syllabus. You come on this platform, you must take something home. ní tí mo fẹ́ kó mú kúrò gbogbo tí mo ti sọ látàárọ̀ kó béèrè lọ́wọ́ rẹ pé value wo ni Nàìjíríà ṣe fún mi látijọ́ tí má sọ pé wọ látijọ́ tí wọ́n bí mọ́mí ẹ̀ àti dádì ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe pé mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn àti mọ́mí tèmi náà rí value ni ọmọ àpapọ̀ ẹ̀rẹ́ ti kú tipẹ́ ó dẹ̀ ń gbìyànjú ó ń tajà ó ń rà ó ń tajà ó ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe ó tajà ní Balógun market ó ń lọ lóyìnbó nígbà tó wá dé stage kan ó ní ìlú yìí ò ní value mọ́ ó yà sálọ tó má bínú sí mi pé come back mọ́ sí mi ò fẹ́ yẹ kí n wá Nàìjíríà ló ṣe ní kí n come here ní 1998 so èyí wọ́n tó ní torí mo gbé Yorùbá nation dání come and lead us at Ògbóǹbọ̀ èmi ni kò máa dúró dé ok èmi ni kò máa dúró dé because ó mọ̀ pé mo sọ fún ẹ pé mo sì mi gbé mi sá kúrò Nàìjíríà wọ́n gbé wa sá ní gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ pátápátá ló gbé sá gbogbo apáta tí ìyá mi bí ló gbé sá ó ṣiṣẹ́ ó ṣe over time ìwọ ṣe wà ń sọ fún mi pé dáhùn ṣe Yorùbá nation come and lead us at mò ń bọ̀ dúró dé mi mo bẹ mọ sí mi kó jẹ́ ń lọ Unilag ó ní kò sí nǹkan tó jọ so nísìnyí ló ṣe wá ń sọ so nísìnyí ni ìṣòro gbogbo Yorùbá nation dání àbí ṣé o tẹ̀wá mọ̀ pé mo tuntun wá jẹ́ important figure nísìn o tí mọ̀ o sọ fún ẹ ṣé o rò pé just àwọn èèyàn lọ Nàìjíríà moment tó lọ Nàìjíríà láàárọ̀ yìí kìsàn tó máa dáhùn dúró airport àjọṣe Yorùbá nation bíbí bá gbéra pé mo lọ Nàìjíríà nísìn ṣé o mọ̀ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ that shows how important I am because níbẹ̀ yẹn ìjọba ò like nǹkan tá à ń sọ bíbá because mo add the value sí life yẹn lójoojúmọ́ come and lead us from home mo ń bọ̀ bí a mọ̀ sọ fún ẹ bí etí ń dùn ẹ̀ tí bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ pé 1998 nìyá mi gbé mi sá kúrò Nàìjíríà nígbà tó rí pé kò sí value so kó wá calculate báwo mo ṣe ń survive láti 1998 ṣé nísìnyí la ṣe máa survive bọ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin tèmi tẹ́ dojú tì wá bàmí máa jí láàárọ̀ àrí change díẹ̀ ìyàwó mi ọ̀nà tọ̀nà sílé owó lè ta bá lè calculate ẹ̀sán náà bọ̀ lọ́kàn ara ń tà yín pé torí pé mi mo gbé dání nísìn ìwọ náà máa ṣe tèmi náà ṣe náà kò wá the value sílé ayé ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kí n lọ gbéra mi sí wọn lọ́wọ́ torí mo fi wá lead yín nílé fi wá ṣàyà gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ mò ń bọ̀ ìyà ń jẹ yín ẹ̀ jáde ebi ń pa yín ẹ̀ jáde wọ́n rape yín lójoojúmọ́ ẹ̀ jáde economy náà ilẹ̀gbà ẹ̀ jáde so èmi á wá fly 3,000 miles kẹ́ má bàa kú àbí kẹ́ má bàa kú ṣó mọ̀ pé kémi má bàa kú ní ìyá tèmi ṣe fà mí jáde ṣó wá da kí ìyá mi kó wá máa sọ fún mi pé ṣé orí mi ò pé ṣé mo mọ tí mò ń ṣe tó bá yá gbogbo wa àmọ́ tá a máa ṣe ẹ jẹ́ ká parí pẹ̀lú ti dìsáni torí mo gbọ́dọ̀ máa lọ nísìn torí àsìkò ẹ mọ̀ pé London timing ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi triple dr báwọn ṣe wà nísìn orí wọ́n ń gbọ́ mi lọ lórí àwọn èèyàn ń gbọ́ mi lọ nínú mọ́tò ní iṣẹ́ lóògùn iṣẹ́ nílùú òyìnbó àwọn ọmọ máa jí nísìn màmá gbọ́ kórókóró nísìn ìyàwó mi nísìn ó rẹ̀ tẹ̀yìn wọlé lánàá ni iṣẹ́ là ń ṣe nílùú yìí iṣẹ́ ti lọ látànà tètè ṣetán lánàá gbà tó máa dé báyìí tó dáná fọ́bọ̀ fọ́ṣọ tidy up ilé so ìtẹ́mi náà bá lè bá wọn ṣe mo gbọ́dọ̀ wá jókòó tatarata bí bàbá tó níṣẹ́ mo níṣẹ́ o mo níṣẹ́ èmi máa support ìyàwó mi nínú ilé o ìwọ tó ṣe ń dé máa support ìyàwó ẹni ẹjọ́ máa gbá blow jáde nínú ilé sórí blow yẹn ẹjọ́ máa gbá ní jáde tí neighbor máa pọ̀ ọlọ́pàá sí ẹ support your wife support your girlfriend ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣe ń dé ìlú tíyàn work together as a team ẹ̀yin tẹ́ dẹ̀ jẹ́ single mother ọlọ́run bá wọn dúró ti gbogbo yín and don't blame single mothers for any jack shit okay àjẹkọkùnrin kan wá nínú obìnrin kan pa èyí tó dé láìpẹ́ yìí ló pa ìyàwó ẹ̀ sínú ilé ní UK ń bíbá náà ní gbogbo òṣì tó ń ṣe Nàìjíríà tó have the values system ara wọn ṣègbọ́n ni mò ń gbọ́ ní Iye Dára sọ́lá náà mo wọ program Iye Dára wọ́n ní Koko Zaria òun kọ́ ọ wọ́n ní MC kan MC ni mo tẹ̀rọ pé MC Olúọmọ nígbà tí mo red line yẹn kí n máa fi gbọ́rọ̀ náà máa ń gossip náà máa ń lọ gbọ́ máa ń wà lórí Lisa Anjorin máa ń jókòó bẹ́ẹ̀ máa wà lórí Yínká TNT á sọ̀rọ̀ kó àtòbò máa wà ń bẹ̀ mo ní kọ́mẹ́ǹtì mi lẹ́gẹ́ ìyẹn lè pààyàn gbogbo yẹn value yẹn fún láti gbé ẹ̀mí yín kúrò lára the real deal gangan ni pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n ní Kókó àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ kan wọ́n níyàn kan ṣe MC wọ́n wá pẹ́ nìyẹn pé wá òrà wa big boys ni àwa ta ní Lagos ẹ̀wà ayé intimidation comment mo kọ sórí ìdára lánàá ní comment intimidation ìbí nǹkan tí wọn náà fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn kò ń dúró kí wọn náà lówó díẹ̀ kó máa fi sàìní kó máa na àwọn èèyàn lẹ́gbà kúrò lójú títì wọn bíbà bẹ́ẹ̀ dà kó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní UK ìbẹ́rí Davido wọ́n ní ìgbà tó dé Amẹ́ríkà ó wọ another plane lọ sí another country or another state Kẹ́mi Olúlọ́yọ̀ ló wá ń ṣàlàyé fún wa máa sọ pé ó mùgọ̀ ni PhD méjì ló ní ó ní private jet Davido state ẹnìkan ló gbé dé kò tún gbọdọ̀ gbé plane lọ sí state mi torí health and safety wà safety rules wà ó bá jẹ́ Nàìjíríà ni wàá kọ̀ gbé aircraft gbigigigi látẹ̀kọ̀ wá dàbújá wàá náà tó fẹ́ sáré lọ Calabar gbàtẹ́ pé kò sí nǹkan tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ wo àwọn ibi tó ń pààkì àwọn aircraft wọn náà sí nínú tó bá dé àwọn olówó àwọn private jet ẹ máa ilẹ̀ ẹlẹ́nìkẹ́ ẹ máa wo plane yẹn owó ní plane ẹ máa ilẹ̀ ẹlẹ́ ti private jet yẹn pààkì sí ibẹ̀ ní kẹ́ máa wò ẹ máa sunkún pé ṣé country náà lélẹ̀ tó bá yá bàbá Koiki àwọn òsínwó ènìyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òsínwó so Dezani a ti lè kúrò nílé nísìn mo sọ fún yín pé bíbá bá ẹ̀dá ẹni mi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá di 11:01 kó jáde kúrò nílé ẹ̀ àti kó ṣẹkẹ́ṣẹkẹ̀ sí lẹ́sẹ̀ electronic tags ló ń pè ó dẹ̀ link mọ́ police station tó wà ládùúgbò ẹ̀ torí ọmọ wáyé tí a ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ flight risk ní Dezani kí ni wọ́n charge ẹ̀ fún Dezani Alison Madueke has been charged by the National Crime Agency with bribery offense. She's still guilty. No, she's not yet found guilty. So Oshiwa, she's innocent until proven guilty. Ọlọ́run fún gbogbo alẹ́ mi gbogbo àtàlàfíà. November ó pẹ́ àbí ó ti ń súnmọ́ next year àjẹmáṣe kéèsì yẹn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Wọ́n ló gba £100,000 ní cash. Ìwọ tó wà UK ó support àwọn olè àwọn jẹgúrújẹrá £100,000 ṣé wọ́n rí rí ṣé o rí £100,000 cash oníkùn bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀m oníkùn yẹ̀myẹ̀m the value system designing chop ó ṣe kí ni ó ṣọ̀ṣọ̀ àwọn ilé ìlànà ní ká san owó kó kà ní àwọn tẹ̀tí dàbẹ́ ẹ má wọrí Bloomberg yorí wọn ní kí wọ́n san owó kí n tó ka átíkù mọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ kà ń bẹ́ẹ̀. The headline náà ti tọ́ ẹ ṣe gan. She was the former OPEC president. Ó ní agbára tó pọ̀. Tí Kókó Zaria yẹ kí n tó mọ́ ni kúrò kí n tó parí ètò pàǹkàntẹ̀ ká máa lọ́lé. Ẹ ṣe gan ni gbogbo èèyàn wa. Wọ́n ní MC wọn wá pèpè ó ráwà bí boys àjókòó ni ó rí èèyàn dáyàn wọ̀n ìbí nǹkan tẹ́ máa ń ṣe ní intimidation. Ìwọ náà fẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá fún ẹ l'opportunity. Kò lè sí constitution now when we don't have a country yet, but there is some kind of a draft one tí ó wà lórí koikimedia.com Mr. Farami Electronics. You can go on my website koikimedia.com. There was one that was drafted as a proposal and it's not the original. You can go and read about it. So how are you going to say Yoruba Nation Constitution when the country is not yet in formation? Bàbá ẹ nígbà tó wá débẹ̀ Kókó wá ní ó gbọ́ pé Kókó ti wà lórí ìjókòó ní Kókó Zaria Kókó Zaria ẹni tó yẹ kọ́lọ́pàá ti lọ gbé lánàá yẹn kó yẹ kọ́lọ́pàá gbé níjọ́ yẹn ọ̀bẹ ọlọ́pàá dalé Lagos State wọ́n máa bà gbogbo Lagos State jẹ́ ní àwọn yẹn ọmọ ọ̀tá gidi tó ní ìbọn tó ní àwọn èrò lọ́wọ́ ni wọ́n ẹni mi mú parọ́ mọ́ wọn pé wọ́n ní ìbọn tó kó pamọ́. I haven't got the time for all this question this morning. What plan do you have for minorities? I haven't got the time. I won't answer all these questions. Don't distract me. Ask me these questions some other time, please. I haven't got time for that. I'm going away now. Go and watch all my programs that I've done in the past. You see all that, what plans do we have for minorities? So minorities should wake up and also fight for their rights. If they can't fight for their right, let them join the other country that they can join. So bí ṣe sọlọ bàbá yẹn ní bó ṣe súnmọ́ wọn pé ẹ má bínú mú tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ti dé. Sometimes èèyàn lè máa mọ̀ pé èèyàn ti dé. Bí dẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ sórí stage nísìnyí máa lọ kí dáadáa. Àyè bàbá yẹn wọ̀ hospital ló máa láǹdì sí. Bí kan náà àwọn Kókó Zaria. Mo fẹ́ ìyẹn ẹ̀yin ní MC ìyẹn bàbá yẹn náà tẹ rò pé bóyá kò mọ̀ òun tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ẹ̀yin ni tó ṣe sọ pé òun ní báyìí ó fọ́gò bọ̀ ìlú wèrè ìlú àwọn òsínwín. That is the country you want us to live together. Bàbá yẹn ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ bẹ́lẹ̀ bò ẹni tó lọ tọ́ pé kó wá ṣe MC àwọn kan wá dé wọ́n wá intimidate yín ẹ pé mi ṣe làmọ́ra mi lórí kò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ gò gangan ni mo làmọ́ra mi lórí ẹ̀jẹ̀ bẹ́lẹ̀ nìyẹn mo kàn ṣe ẹ mọ̀ pé mi like practical. That is exactly àwọn tó dà pọ́n ilé tó ṣe ń dé tó ń béèrè ìbéèrè àwọn gàtà tí wọ́n answer anybody question níta bá ní ìdẹ lọ sórí page mi kẹlọ́ máa wà and tell láti answer question wà kọ́lá rẹ̀. So that is called your country, the value system. Mo kí gbogbo yín láàárọ̀ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ níta máa jẹ là ń wá lọ níta máa jẹ wá ànípàdé ẹ̀ lọ náà mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní UK o máa ṣàdúrà o máa wọ ẹgbẹ́ o wọ́n ń já fóònù níbí o ẹ̀yin ìyá wa ẹ máa sọ fún àwọn ọmọ yín tó bá ti ń jáde àwọn kan ọmọ wa àwọn kan máa àwọn boys kan wà olè làwọn máa ń já fóònù ẹ̀yìn kan já fóònù ọ̀hún so ànírì jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ eléyìí náà I don't like the way you talk kò ní mo ní ṣe pé fún ọmọ ayé kúrò ní orí ọ̀pẹ ẹ̀ mo bẹ̀ ṣẹ́ orí ọ̀dà I don't like the way you talk to me bí èmi ní dá díẹ̀ nínú ilé mi kò lọ wá dá díẹ̀ àti mọ́mí ẹ̀ idiot. I don't like the way you talk to me. Go and like the way your politician talk to you. Tọ́tí rape yín tọ́tí báyà yín àti bàbá yín sùn. Then like the way you talk to me. Ẹ̀yin yan gidi kì í jàre. Ó dáhùn pé àwọn tó ṣe ń dé yẹn àwọn kan dẹ́ni Koiki bá dẹ̀ ṣe sùúrù fún kò ṣe wọn lá máa ṣe sùúrù fún òsín wà lára wọn tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ tán bẹ́ẹ̀ ó tún máa padà bu wa ni. So so mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tèmi ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ àwọn ọmọ yẹn ti jí èmi náà láti lọ ṣe ní tẹ́ kí n ṣe kí n lọ prepare wọn fún school. Camouflage mi ok máa wọ lọ́la tí n bá wọ camouflage ẹ mọ̀ kó fẹ́ hot nìyẹn ó wà lókè mo tẹ̀ máa ní kí easy bá mi tó wá àwọn mélòó kan kó máa ship ẹ̀ láti America wọ́n máa ń send láti America sí wọn àwọn ọdún àti jí so mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí pé ọba Elédùmarè àgbàlẹ̀ wá fún wa padà àní ṣe lásán gbogbo àgbìyànjú wa àwọn gbìyànjú ni Ọlọ́run náà ló máa dé ládé gbogbo tán ló ń bọ̀ kò ní kàn wá àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣèkà tó ń ṣe bí fún àwọn ló máa kàn á kàn wọ́n l'Àbújá á kàn wọ́n nínú State House àwa àkókò wà nínú State House gbogbo tó bá máa kàn wọ́n kó kàn wọ́n náà ni so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn wọ́n kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o Ọláyọmí Kóìkì lèmi jẹ́ tí gbogbo yẹn mọ̀ sí Koikimedia èyí ní ọjọ́ keje nínú oṣù kẹjọ July 2024 and on that note have a very beautiful day a tún máa pàdé nígbà tá a bá pàdé thank you so much tẹ́ ẹ bá rí notification mi ẹ má blame ara yín wọ́n control ẹ̀ pa wọ́n pè ní shadow banning àbí ìbò ni máa ń lò máa shadow ban so what happen is ẹ ń follow me but kò ní send notification jáde wọ́n mọ̀ tán ṣe ẹ má wọrí tó bá yá gbogbo wọn máa gbé ọ̀rọ̀ wa kódà wọ́n máa ní kọ́ wá interview Koiki lórí CNN ó máa tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ó máa tó bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ó kù díẹ̀ ni mo kí gbogbo lẹ́ǹkan sí o appreciation tó yẹ ìtẹ̀sẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ sọ̀rọ̀ America ní Canada ó ràn yọ̀ lẹ́yìn máa sùn àwa táwa ní Europe àwa ti jí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń jáde lọ wẹ̀gbẹ́ òsì tí dírẹ́bà tó bá ń sáré sọ fún pé má sáré púpọ̀ máa ra máa lọ ó mọ̀ pé títí ìwọ ọ̀dà ẹ̀yin náà máa gbóhùn síta díẹ̀díẹ̀ ẹ máa fọhùn sílẹ̀ ìdẹ̀rẹ̀ ìsáré rìkọ́dẹ̀ máa rìkọ́dẹ̀ máa sẹ́ndẹ̀ sí Koiki nísìnyí tá a pariwo ẹ̀ síta fàgbáyé tó máa gbọ́ àrùn ìjù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa forílẹ̀ ibi wa kàgbéga 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 falẹ̀ rí ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bàtí bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹjẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ìwọ ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Bàbá mi Ṣẹ́gun Oyèsànyà wọ́n ní you are the best the great Ọlọ́run ni the great àwọn gbìyànjú ni tí n bá ṣe ẹlòmíà ṣe ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ọmọgbọ́lá Ọbat mo kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sí o Oòduà gbé wa kò ní gbẹ̀dọ̀lẹ̀. A very good morning. Bye for now.